In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a stock that is about to go crazy tomorrow and why y'all should keep it in your watch list. I'm also going to look at the overall market and get you guys prepared as always. Joe, let's dive right into the charts right off the bat. We got the SPY over here. And let's go back. Let's go to the NASDAQ. Let's go to the NASDAQ because we've been talking about it and it's easier to read. So there was a huge sell-off with the overall markets today. I did warn you guys. I did. I gave you multiple reasons why I was feeling more bearish for today. Because of the way we ended on Monday afternoon. I also gave you guys a warning about what would happen if we broke below this level of support right here. It didn't take too long to really break through. Like, if you look on here, yes, it opened up at 8:30 and then immediately flushed down. But we're gonna go onto the 5-minute and then I'm gonna share with you guys the SPY itself. And we're gonna see where that line stretches from. No, it's not. Let's look at here. That line stretches from, there it is. I see it. I see it. Okay. So previous level of support stretches from right here. All right. Then we get there. We open lower, which was what I was anticipating. We pop a little bit and then we immediately flush down. This right here is where all of the hopeful bulls pretty much quit and they left. All right. And all of the bears added more on their shorts and the market tanked, SPY tanked, and QQQ tanked. Later on, if you look at, like, even if you look at the Dow Jones, there was a day trading opportunity on here. There was a descending triangle later on to make more money to the downside from here all the way down to like here. All right. So, but as of right now, where is the markets going to go? What's typical with the market, again, after these major moves, you want to chill out. I don't have too many high expectations. I am still bearish on all indices. I am. Tomorrow we might see another doji. Kind of like what happened to this on the when it was bullish. We might see the same thing again, but when it's bearish now, like just a small candle before we continue much lower on Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday and on Friday. All right, next level of support to look out for. I'm gonna clean up the chart real quick. Clean that up. All right, next level of support to watch for is all the way down here. I don't know how fast we're going to get down there. The market is going to give us clues day by day in helping us knowing exactly when to get in and when to get out. All right. But as of right now, all of the indices are bearish. Okay. All of them. So just keep that in mind. Now, the stock that is about to make a crazy move tomorrow, that stock is Rust. I got two stocks for you, by the way. But the first one is Rust. Now, Rust looks like this. It had a huge uptrend from the previous earnings all the way up here, all the way to 150-ish. But the stock had earnings, and the earnings report wasn't that great. I see here, let's see if they missed. The reaction is negative, but the stock beat on both sales and EPS. The reaction is what matters most. So what I want you guys to do, again, volatility is going to kick into the stock. All right. First and foremost, it was a descending triangle intraday, which is the first reason why somebody would lean bearish on it ahead of earnings. All right. Now, next thing is the negative reaction, which is good. All right, the next thing to see now is it drop all the way down towards the 140s right here. So set your alerts right below 145 right here. And then simply just wait for that bell to ring in the morning. If it rings in the morning and the volume is phenomenal, then watch it for a drop down there to 140. All right. Again, all of the indices, it looks positive right now, slightly positive. It's not that much positive, right? It's slightly positive. It looks like it right now, but things could quickly shift tomorrow and especially on Thursday. Okay, so watch this one for that move. The next one that I want to share with you guys, let's go on the 1 minute. I might have forgotten to, let's see. All right, the next stock to keep in watch is AFRM. Now, AFRM looks like this. It's still playing games on the way down since the highs are 51 or 52, I would say. All right, these are the games where it goes like this and then just drops sideways, trade some more, you know. Very annoying type of price action. It's not like dramatically falling and rapidly rising. It's not doing that. All right, but you gotta time the entries properly and patiently. Okay, there is a structure on AFRM. Keep in mind, there's also a gap to fill down here at 27 bucks. Eventually, it's going to get filled. Eventually, all right? The gap is small and it is hard to see. There's another one at 23 also. Those two might actually get filled on the same day, maybe, all right? But that's just something to keep in mind. The structure on AFRM, though, is we're going to zoom into the 1 hour, and it's right here. There's a decent, well, it's more like there's a bear flag on here. Yeah, there's a bear flag on here on the charts, which broke down this morning when everything started to sell off. All right, so how low can it go tomorrow? I would say watch it for a drop down to 32 at first. All right, and then if I'm right about the continuation down on Thursday and maybe even on Friday, this thing can go a lot lower. Okay, the level of support that must be breached in order for us to see real panic and real fear on this one is right at 36. Below 36, that's where the fear will kick in. That's when the real fear will kick in. All right, so just keep it in your watch list. Set your alerts right here at 35.56 and patiently wait for it to ring. Most importantly, look at the volume. The volume is a major indicator of whether a stock is committing in one direction or not. All right, so just pay attention to these little things. It will help you out tremendously, and especially in the long run as well. All right, now let's do an update. Yesterday, for those of y'all who missed that, and for those of y'all who are not subscribed to the channel, we're going to look at Apple once again. All right, and congratulations to anybody who made money on it from the time that I released it, getting you guys prepped up for the drop right here. The last video, like yesterday's video, I talked about Apple again, like between here and here, and most of this secondary move happened during the night. All right, I did put the price target in the Discord yesterday morning for everybody to know that the price target was at 165. So if you missed it, it's not my fault. That's why I always say subscribe and click on the notification bell. That way you get notified when I release these videos, because I do talk about them. And this one I got you guys prepared for it. So most of you should have made money on it, technically. Most of you. All right. Is it done yet? The simple answer for me is no, because like I said, price target is 165. All right, and it's still not looking that great after hours, and also the indices are bearish. So until things change with the indices, this one I'm gonna lean bearish till 165. My thoughts and opinions are not changing on it. The next one that I shared with you guys for the bulls, this one gave you guys an opportunity, for those of you who may be new to the channel, it gave you an opportunity to make some good money on it this morning. All right, it was quite generous. It opened up at the same price, and this is like the best outcome that you can get from the ascending triangle. It pops up here. All right, it trades sideways, it'll close it high, and it immediately sprints to the target. And like 10 minutes, 15 minutes in, you make your money, you're done. All right. This is the perfect way to make money on this type of setup. Congratulations if you made money on it. Again, if you missed the videos, I'm going to pin it at the top right corner of this video. That way you can go watch it and see for yourself. The money was there. All you had to do was just monitor your trade, obviously, manage your risk, and everything played out well. The next one that we're going to look at is a stock that did pretty well through earnings. And one of you asked about it in the comment section. We gotta look at CrowdStrike. And CrowdStrike went crazy through earnings. It's up by, let's see here. This is up by 25%. All right. Let's see the daily. It's gonna open up at exactly 168 right here. All right. And given the way the market is, let's go way out. Okay. Given the circumstances that we're in with the overall markets, I think it might be one of these situations where we open up really, really high and then we have an all-day fader. Like, we just have something like a pop and then a fade like this, all the way down towards 350. And then Thursday, if the market is still bearish and we sell off, we drop all the way down to 335. That's kind of what I'm seeing. I don't expect major moves on this one. I could be wrong. I could be. All right. But with the way everything is, I'm going to lean bearish after the initial pump out the gates. All right. Now, the other stock that one of you asked about, this is the final stock for today's video. That stock is Tesla. All right. Now, Tesla has been dropping for a while. Why? A lot of you have questions about why. First, like the first reason that I see here, without even changing the time frame, is a descending triangle right there. All right. The descending triangle is there. It breaks down Monday morning and it just fades all day. That's reason number one. Reason number two is we're going to go onto the 1 hour and we're going to look at this. There is a bear flag on here that broke down, right? So this is a pattern within the pattern. So this is the first one that breaks down and then it really commits after breaking down below the second one on Monday, and it continues to fall. All right. The third reason is this. 90% of all gaps get filled at some point in time. There is a big gap to fill at 145 right there. I'm not saying it's going to get there tomorrow. Maybe it will. Maybe it surprise all of us and just collapse, right? And long-term investors get super happy because I know y'all really like to get Tesla for the low. You know that. So if it gets there, great. Eventually, I think eventually we might see it down there. I'm not too sure. It looks like it wants to. It might play games in between. All right. So just as always, look for intraday structures, kind of like the one that happened on Monday before the first drop. Look for those. All right. They will appear. The market has a way of being generous to traders. They will appear. Be patient. Trade when the market tells you to trade, and the market tells me to trade whenever I see these things. All right. I took a day trade, actually. The trade that I took was from yesterday on IWM. Again, basic structures intraday. This is a descending triangle. All right. We get in at like 206 for the drop. The price target that I had was 203. I ended up selling half in the morning when it dropped to 204, like literally $1 above my price target. Right here, let's look at IWM. All right, now IWM looks like this. The structure was there. All right, I lean for things that are very simple, very easy, very basic, stress-free for me and for everybody in the Discord. So we get in here and then we start collecting here. Price target was 203. Some people may have gotten greedy and made more money in the Discord. That's fantastic. I see the money in the morning. I like it. I sell and I'm out. All right. Eventually, it went down there. And later on, again, if the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones and everything else seems to stay bearish, then this one might also follow through as well. So that's my very honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Central Time. So definitely click on that subscribe button. That way YouTube notifies you whenever I release these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, we can get all of this information in real time as I see them. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks for the Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.